there, gorgeous boss babe. It's Leo with Not Your Mama's MLM podcast. Welcome back. Today, I am continuing to document the journey of what we are doing in our particular boss babe tribe and creating the things for our application funnel. So that is actually the thing that I'm working on and still finessing because the perfectionist in me just can't let go. And so I'm consistently trying to figure out the latest and greatest and the newest little things and the little tweaks that I'm making to it to make it work perfectly for myself and the rest of our boss babe tribe. I have, however, given up on some of the things that I can't control, but I am in the process of waiting for some detailed elements to come in. I just told you guys about the digital three-way call or the validation or recommendation elements that I'm adding to our page. And I am still waiting for people to get back with me. I had a couple that immediately just turned around and did those recommendations, and they were fantastic, and they're short and they're sweet. So if anyone ever asks you to do such, guys, know that you do not have to take a lot of time to do it. You can really just rattle it right off the top of your head. If it's somebody that you've worked with or somebody you appreciate for any level, so that they can have it and they're not sitting around waiting on it. But today I have been working on two really big things, and one of the ideas comes from the ClickFunnels world, as well as from, one of my mentors, Steve Larson, and it's creating a manifesto for your tribe. So for anyone who's been a part of a club before, you always know that there is something special. There's something that sets you guys apart. There's a common denominator that you all have, that you all appreciate. So even just talking about being a homeschool mom, there's a common denominator that we have. We understand that our education system isn't what we want for our children. We understand that ultimately we are the people who are responsible for our child's education. We understand that we want to be involved with what our kids are learning and what they are growing, and we want to be there to help them hand in hand with the times that they're struggling. So those are kind of things that would be, if I were to create a homeschool mom manifesto, those might be some of the common factors that we would all share that I would create our manifesto. So today I was working on our boss babe, our girl boss, our girl gang. I haven't really decided what I want to call it. I just know it's that Lady Boss tribe without calling it Lady Boss, because there's already one of those out there. There's already girl gangs. There's already, boss babe tribes. So, and there's nothing original under the sun at the moment. But the idea is that I wanted to really talk about what we stand for. And I really should make this whole episode just about that manifesto, what we stand for. But I actually don't have that manifesto in front of me. I actually posted it up on my personal Instagram, as well as my Facebook page and my own Facebook profile today, as something that I wanted to share, because these are all the things that I truly believe in creating my tribe, my group of girls that I'm going to hang out with, because we all come together. We all have a like mind. We all work hard. We all believe in big dreams. We all believe in finding a way. We all believe that, our dreams are more important than the reality. That we have bigger and better plans, that there are no excuses, that we have to take imperfect action every single day. So I've created this entire slew of different sayings, essentially, of what we believe. And then what I've done is I'm looking for someone to actually master the craft for me. But typography is so much fun. I love the way that typography looks, and the fact that you can use larger and smaller fonts and big fonts and filled in fonts and bold fonts and script fonts and put them all together and just create this beautiful work of art. And so I couldn't find an easy, simple way to put all of these, I think I have 20 different beliefs into one thing. I mean, yeah, if I wanted to do one at a time, which I ultimately will do in the long run and create them as Instagram posts or Instagram stories and be able to post them throughout. that was really weird. So if you guys heard in the background, I had a podcast that just started up in the background from one of those that I listened to. But I wanted to get in here and I want to talk to you guys still about this. So I couldn't find one that would do multiple different typographies and make them really cool. Like I said, I'll probably take each individual phrase and I'll break it down. But what I did is I opened up Canva and I took titles and I just pasted. I went into the poster settings and then I took the poster settings and I just put titles on there and I posted each and every single one of the different statements into this one document essentially. And then I went through and kind of like, just kind of moved them around the board or moved them around the canvas a little bit and changed the different fonts. And I tried to keep it, I think I used 6 different fonts and I used them basically all about twice. I think there was one maybe that I used 3 times because there might be an odd number. But the idea to me was so that you could see that font. It wasn't just completely random, but I didn't get the blockage that I would want, some of the block graphics or even making some of the words bigger than other words in a really big sense, like even within the same sentence. So I created just a rough draft and I'm actually kind of proud of it because it is imperfect action. As I said, we take imperfect action daily. So I created this really quick manifesto that's visually appealing to me, and it's actually up on our application page under what it means or what are the benefits of working with a Boss Babe tribe, a Lady Boss tribe, a girl gang, all of those things. What does it mean? And this is to me what it means. And so right up front, I want those people who are a part of or who are thinking about becoming a part of my downline, who are becoming a part of my tribe, to understand that these are things that we stand up for. We hold ourselves to higher standards. This is something that I've actually struggled with all of my life, which is holding people to higher standards. Actually, there's a story all in itself, and maybe one day I'll tell you guys about my mom's basically opinion of how I went about making friends as a kid. But it was basically all about creating standards for myself and really holding myself as well as other people to high expectations. And I want people to know when they come to this team that we're going to hold them to those same expectations, because we're not in this for the pure hobby aspect. We're not building hobbies. We're building businesses. We're building revenue generating machines. We are building a legacy for not only ourselves, but for our kids and our kids' kids, all through the work that we're doing right now. But that doesn't mean that we can show up with a hobby mentality. We have to show up with the mentality of changing the world, of making a difference every single day that we're out there, in our Boss Babe hustle, that we are working for more than a paycheck, that there is something else on the line. So we've created, like I said, this manifesto, and I'm super excited about it. And eventually I will tell you guys where you can go check this out as well. But that is one of the 2 elements that I have actually put into place today. And the other one is on the bottom of our application funnel, the very first page, there is a short quiz. So again, this is something that was mirrored from the other applications and the funnel hacking that I've done with the other people that I've been following for a while. And they created this small, in a sense, kind of a lead generation on the bottom portion of the application. So even if somebody doesn't go through the application process, they don't even click the first button to get through to the next level or the next step, there's this ability for them to opt into your messaging and opt into your world. And I use an application called Interact, which I absolutely love. I love the way that it's laid out. I love the way that it allows you to do as many different questions as you want, and it has multiple different options at the end. So I created basically a 3-persona Boss Babe with your Boss Babe superpower quiz, essentially, that they can take. And then when it is done and the results are going to be sent, there were a couple different options, and I was trying to figure out how I wanted to go about it, because as you guys know, I actually do all of my CRM is actually right within WordPress with me, and I use an application in there, and I just upgraded my system, so all of my emails are going to be sent through that as well. So I didn't want to pay for someone else to collect the emails and collect the information from people just to have to move it back over again. and so on and so forth. And I already have other things in place that can do exactly that for me. But in order to use the Interact system the way that they have it, in order to actually do a lead collection before they get the response, they get the answers, then I would have to pay to upgrade that. And that was something I really wasn't looking to do. I really wanted to find a way to make it work without having to add on an additional cost to my application, not only for myself, but for my future downline and for all of those that are getting the exact same systems that we're using to help with their automated recruiting. So I started thinking about it a little bit, and I did find the spot where it allowed you to redirect when the responses come up. So what you can send them to another page. You don't actually have to give them the page that you've designed within the application when they do actually opt in to get their results once they've gone through the quiz. So what I ended up doing is I went back to ManyChat. You guys know how much I love my chat bots, and I love the ability to create this interactive response in this interactive mode when I'm giving answers. And so I said, well, what if we created a ManyChat? We'll create a landing page for each of the different responses, and then each of the flows, the sequences that come after it would be in response to whatever their particular superpower was. So I created 3 of those, 3 landing pages, and then 3 different sequences or 3 different flows that would lead them through getting more information about themselves. And at the end of that, the call to action is simply just to apply. Go back and apply. Be a part of our tribe, because you're the kind of person that we're looking for. And I'm still working on that, but I got the base level of that one created. At least there is a foundation for it to move forward. And I really like the idea, and I like how it all played out. So I thought I would share with you guys. And if you are interested in getting something like that, I actually can make that template available to you. Just reach out to me at Curly Boss Chick on Instagram, and I would be happy to share that with you guys. So I hope you got some value out of this, and you learned some new stuff today, some new strategies that you can potentially put into place in your own downline, because guys, that's what it is all about. It is about sharing the techniques, documenting the systems and the things that we're doing right now to help our tribe of boss babes become better at what they're doing, and to stop using the old strategies from the 1980s that are still being taught by some of the top industry leaders and the top industry forefront thinkers, because it's just dated. It's not that it doesn't work. It's just dated. It's like, again, using Civil War tactics of fighting in World War II. Yes, the strategies still work, but they're not as effective and they're not as efficient, and you're going to have to work twice as hard when you don't have to. And that is what I am all about, and that is all about what we're teaching our tribe as well. So guys, thanks for joining me today. If you got some value out of this, please rate and review on iTunes, on Spotify, on Stitcher, whatever platform you listen to, please leave me a review. And if you'd like to have a question, if you have a question that you'd like to get answered, head over to Anchor FM and look up Not Your Mama's MLM, and you can actually leave me a voice message right there, and I can actually add it into the podcast, which is kind of exciting. Also, if there's something that you would love to see or learn more about, I would love to incorporate that into what we're doing here as well. Finally, one last note, guys, we are working very hard in our Instagram or our social stories that sell challenge right now. It is going fantastic. We've got the first group of people who are going through it, and they're loving it, and they're learning some new things and playing with new apps that are made doing content fun again. And that is a huge win when it comes to being a content creator, which essentially in MLM, in business, you are a content creator. So when you can make content creation fun, that is a win-win. If you are interested in more information about becoming a part of the next challenge, right now it's set up for a 30-day challenge, but I'm thinking we might move it down to a 15-day challenge. Go ahead and head over to facebook.com/curlybosschick, and you'll see right at the top there is a banner, and there's a button that you can click to be able to go in and take a look at the challenge and join the challenge and be a part of the group. All right, loves, I am so happy to talk to you today, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.